Hey guys, this is Cody back here once again for our video, and in this video I'm going to be doing something a little bit special. Today marks the 47th birthday of probably one of the most important and influential musicians that I've ever listened to, I've ever heard. I relate to this person so much, and I just wanted to do this video as sort of a tribute to him and his life. Well, today is the 47th birthday of Kurt Cobain, and like I said, I'm doing this video as as a way of celebrating his life. I know that he's been dead since 1994, but there are still a lot of people out there that still celebrate his life. They celebrate his birthday today. They celebrate his legacy, his music, and I thought that I would do it myself, and I thought that I'd show you guys my support for Kurt, my love for him, because I really relate a lot to Kurt. Back when I was younger, I used to feel really alienated, especially in elementary school and in high school. I felt very alienated. I felt very lonely and like an outcast. Mostly because a lot of kids in my school, they always just made me feel different. But it wasn't just kids. I always felt different from everybody else. There wasn't one point where I just found somebody that I could relate to completely. And throughout my entire life, from elementary school to middle school, and then of course I just finished high school. Through high school, I've always felt alienated. I felt different from everyone else. And and I never really felt like I connected with anybody. And Kurt really felt like that as well. He felt very alienated. He felt really lonely. And I really related a lot to Kurt, during, his time, even from the point, his parents got a divorce when he was really young up until, he died. He always felt like that, and I related so much to him. And, as I've gotten older, I've learned a lot of stuff about his life, and I really do, I must say, he's one of my personal heroes now. And so today I decided to celebrate his life. I wanted to celebrate him by showing off my my Kurt Cobain / Nirvana collection and things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Before I do, I want to say I'm not gonna show off any of the CDs that I have because I pretty much have the basic CDs everyone has. I have all the albums, and I also have the With the Lights Out box set. This is just gonna be like posters, books, T-shirts, and DVDs in this video. And yeah, so I'm gonna go and get started. If anybody is a big fan of Kurt, or if anybody is celebrating today, please let me know. Leave a like this video or leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're a big fan of Kurt as much as I am. Or if you like Nirvana, if you're celebrating today, feel free to let me know. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to show off, I got this over at FYE, and it is the Kurt Cobain Rolling Stone magazine cover from 1994. This is the poster. See, it says right there, Rolling Stone Authentic. And of course, there's the really great shot. This is probably my favorite photo of Kurt. Definitely. I just love the way that he looks. He looks so serious. I love that it's in black and white. It looks kind of dark and ghostly. I think ghostly is a good way of putting it, but this is definitely my favorite picture of Kurt right here. I hope to get this framed someday and put it up on my wall, but until then, I've got it, rolled up. But yeah, really great picture right there. Love it. And next I got this from my local mall, and it's just a portrait of Kurt right there. One shot of him, and then him on stage as well. I don't know who did this portrait. I got it at a mall. My local mall, and they had a whole section just put up of different portraits and different paintings and things like that. And so this was there, and I knew I had to pick it up. It's really great. I hope you guys can see that really well. I don't know if you can get this. I'm sure you can get this online. If you search around for it, I'm sure you can get it. Now I'm going to move some stuff over a little bit, and the next I'm going to show off are my T-shirts. The first T-shirt I'm going to show, which is definitely my favorite one. Unfold these out for you guys, and this hopefully you guys can see this pretty well, and it's just a shot of a Kurt stage diving, You guys can see that very well. You know, and he's got all the hands under him. It's a really, really great shot of him right here. Of him stage diving and playing guitar while tons of people holding him up. Of course, it says Kurt right here. Fold this out. I won't have to fold out like all the things. This shirt just has the most detail. But it, of course, says Kurt right there, and then his name in cursive. And there he is, right there. It was a really funny story when I got this. I found this at the mall, and I didn't have enough money for it, or I thought I did, and I didn't, so my cousin had to put some money up for it, and then I paid him back for it, but it was actually hanging up where, I got this at Hot Topic, and it was hanging up where all the shirts are hung up, and it was up there, and when I looked down, I was looking for the shirts, trying to find it my size. I'm a large, and I said, hey, do you have this in large? And you know, I couldn't find it, so I had to ask the girl, and I'm like, hey, do you have this in large? And she goes, well, the one hanging up is large. And I was like, I kind of felt bad because she had to get up and, like, you know, get the ladder and get it down for me. And at first I felt bad, but I was like, you know, it's kind of a little funny story about it. And then when I finally got it down, I realized I didn't have enough money for it, so my cousin had to spend some money and get it for me, but you know, I paid him back, and it's all good. It's a really great shirt. Definitely my favorite one that I have. I'm not going to fold these up. I'll fold them up later. This next one is just a shot of the band, which I'm not going to fold out all the way, but as you guys can see, it's just a shot of, you know, them three, Chris, you know, Dave, and Kurt. It says Nirvana at the top. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen this right here. There's that. I don't need to fold this one out because that's pretty much all it is on there. It's just it says Nirvana and has the Nirvana logo. I love that logo. I think it's just so crazy. Just a smiley face with the two X's. You know, there's something about it that's so comical, yet at the same time it's dark, which I think really sums up what Kurt was. He was very comical, was really, really funny. You know, a really good person to be around, but at the same time, very, very dark and, you know, creepy at some points. So, yeah, I don't know if creepy is the right word, but you guys get what I mean. And the last one, I got this at a thrift shop. I gotta fold this one out, but this one's got some good detail. If you guys can hang on one sec. Hang on. There we go. Got it. But it says Kurt Cobain on the top, and it's written in the way that he used to write it, because he, you know, when he used to sign things, he would write things, you know, wrong. He would write his name wrong, because that's how that it was spelt on the first album, Bleach. They spelt his name wrong, and so whenever he signed his name, he would always sign it wrong. And then there's a picture of a guitar right here, as you guys can see, and he actually drew this. It's actually in his journals. It says left-handed, and you know, some notes. And then basically just about his guitar, and you know, which is actually kind of cool because I'm also left-handed, so I knew I had to get that. So yeah, really, really cool shirt. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my DVDs of them. I have almost all the official DVDs. All I need is Live Tonight sold out. It's the only one I'm missing, but the first one is Live at the Paramount. Pretty good show. It's really, really well, you know, done. Really like this DVD. And I also I love the disc artwork right there with the you know, the jack-o'-lantern with the Nirvana logo, because the concert was filmed on you know, Halloween 1991. So that's really cool, and it comes with a little booklet. There's Live at the Paramount. And then probably the best live release by Nirvana, Live at Reading. This is the DVD CD set. I love that artwork on it right there. There's the back. I'm not going to open it up, but you guys get it. And then, of course, probably one of the greatest concerts ever, Unplugged in New York. I absolutely love this performance. It's really haunting, really dark, but at the same time very beautiful. So there's Nirvana Unplugged in New York on DVD. Probably the best Unplugged performance. And this was the first true, like, full concert DVD that was released by Nirvana. And then I have the amazing documentary Kurt Cobain about his son. I absolutely love this documentary. I mean, I know a lot of people complain there's no video footage, but there never was any video recorded for this, so, you know, but it's really a great one. Really great interview of Kurt right there. And I love the music that's used, too. And then, of course, the shots of the towns that he's lived in. And the last one is the latest DVD, Live and Loud, which is another really great performance. This DVD is kind of weird. It looks like it's in a Blu-ray case, but it's a DVD. When I saw it, I thought it was a Blu-ray, but, you know. Alright, now I'm going to move on. The last couple things I'm going to show off are all of my books. Now, I love, you know, like I said, I love reading about different musicians and different, you know, people that I admire. And Kurt Cobain is one person that I would love, that I want to read anything and everything I can about him. So these are just all the books that I got of him. The first one is Heavier Than Heaven, a biography of Kurt Cobain, which is considered the definitive biography of Kurt, written by Charles R. Cross. I know that there's been a lot of, you know, this book gets criticized, but I've never read a better book on his life. If anybody knows any better books, let me know. The next one is Come As You Are, The Story of Nirvana. One of the only, like, true official Nirvana bios, because it was written, you know, published in 1993 before Kurt committed suicide. Really, really good book. Looking forward to getting to that. And then I have the picture book, which is done by Charles R. Cross, who also did Heavier Than Heaven, Cobain on Scene. This is a really amazing book. I plan on doing a video where I show off this entire book, you know, going page by page. But until then, great book. If you're a fan of Kurt Cobain, this is definitely one you should pick up. And then Kurt Cobain Journals, which is basically just all of his journals. If you really want to know what Kurt was about, you got to read his journals. It's kind of banged up, really, but the reason why is because I got this from a friend, and he doesn't really take care of his stuff. But, yeah, I got this for free, so I'm not really complaining. And I've heard that the red cover is out of print now. Maybe? I'm not sure. This is just a little something. It's a little sticker. Kurt playing acoustic. I really, really like that shot of him right there. And the last thing, which I can't show off, but I will in another video, it's called Treasure of Nirvana, and it's basically a box set. It's basically a huge book that has, like, you know, different, basically a mini biography, tons of photographs, and it also comes with all these great things. Like, there's many posters in it, there's pictures, there's set lists written down, just tons of, there's also ticket replicas, just tons of great stuff. I love these sets. They've done several of these sets. I know they did one for Led Zeppelin and a couple of other bands, but this is the one I had to get. Treasure of Nirvana. You know, so this is definitely something else that I highly recommend for everybody. I'll do a separate video showing this one off and the Cobain on Scene book. But that is it, guys. That is pretty much my entire Kurt Cobain book. My Kurt Cobain collection, of course, besides the CDs and the With the Lights Out box set, which I also have. But yeah, guys, if anybody is a huge fan of Kurt like I am, feel free to let me know. You know, post a video response or a comment down below, and let's get this conversation going, because I know that Kurt Cobain had a huge influence on a lot of people, especially me. He had a great influence on me, and I just wanted to dedicate this video to him, and a video, you know, to his life. And you know, just today, because today I'm celebrating his life. It's his birthday, you know, and like I said, he's one of my personal heroes. So if anybody wants to let me know what kind of Kurt Cobain or Nirvana stuff they have, feel free to let me know. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Feel free to subscribe down below for more music related videos coming up. I've got a lot of new videos planned, so stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and long live Kurt Cobain.